So this has been a meeting with Congressman Veasey and labor leaders from around North Texas. Those guys there from transport workers, machinists, United Auto Workers, all talking to Congressman Veasey.
Let's talk about is, how are we doing nationally? What are people in DC saying about the election? How are candidates looking? How are we have one congressional race here with Pete Gallego and Will Hurd. I know a lot of people have been asking me about that particular race, and I'll be happy to.
These are leaders of the labor movement in North Texas, Tarrant, and Dallas County.
And we'll start with Mark.
Hearing.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark York. I'm blessed to be here as Secretary-Treasurer of the Dallas AFL-CIO.
Gwen York, Transport Workers Union, political staff.
Daryl Kaiser, TW Local 514.
Lisa Turner with Lone Star Project.
Becky Turner, no relation.
Unfortunately.
OPEA, Local 277.
Mark Upton, UAW Local 218. Got all topics.
Arnice Porter, CWA 6201. I'm also a staff organizer, and I'm 6201 in between Fort Worth and Dallas right now. I'm transitioning.
Georgia Gray Johnson, President, Local 6201, CWA.
Betty Height, Local 895, United Steelworkers, and I'm a retired steelworker, but I still work at the office.
Good for you. Bay Edwards, UAW Local 129 President, and also Southwestern State CAP President.
Dennis Anderson, Vice President, UAW Local 816, and Financial Secretary of Southwestern States CAP Council.
Gene Lance, I'm the press secretary for Mark York and the Dallas CLC.
Elaine Lance, UAW 2320.
Where the hell you get a press secretary at, Mark York? I'm Tim Smith, and I'd like to welcome Dallas to God's country, this side of the line. Mark Veasey, is your house, is our house, is always your house.
Thank you very much.
And you're always welcome.
Thank you.
Robert Anthony, Business Manager, Secretary-Treasurer, Labor's Local 154.
Lorraine Beerbill, staffer for Congressman Mark Veasey.
Jane Hamilton, Chief of Staff to Congressman Mark Veasey and Campaign Manager.
And let me introduce Jay also, if he would introduce himself. I know that some of you have not met Jay yet, but I wanted him to just say hi to everybody.
I'm Jay Jackson. I also work for the Congress.
And the gentleman outside is Ronnie Smitherman. He's with the he's the business manager of the Iron Workers and the president of the Fort Worth Building Trades.
So thank you very much. And let me. Here's what I'm going to do. I want to give you all a legislative update, but I know that Jane and Lisa want to have a few words this morning as well. So I'm going to skip to that so I can kind of give you legislative update and then kind of go into open discussion as well about just some of the things that I'm here. And so Jane, if you will go ahead and give a campaign update, and then Lisa, after Jane, we'll have you do the voter ID update.
Sure, thank you, Congressman. Well, thank you all again for being here. We appreciate your time, and we appreciate all of the help that you all are always extending to us. So,
saying that we need to raise the minimum wage, that prices have gone up, everything else has gone up, and the minimum wage needs to go up just like wages across the board need to. And so I think that is time that we did that, and so I'm going to continue to co-sponsor that. Of course, when
I just have to say just one thing about this. To the congressman's credit, he really works.
Yeah.
Not like when
it's
we
not a photo op.
It's not a photo op, and we won't talk about other offices, but we have these companies who literally say, "So wait, so he's gonna work?" And I'm like, "Yes, he wants to work." And